You are now locked into the Scouting Room, the home of authentic, fun, and unfiltered NFL and college football content. We will bring you film breakdown and analysis, hot topic discussions, and in-depth NFL draft prospects, the best place for it all. So sit down, have a drink, and let's talk football in the Scouting Room. All right, guys, let's get into the film on Xavier Hutchinson, wide receiver, second-year wide receiver from the Houston Texans in the Hall of Fame game. He was targeted 6 times, came down with 5 receptions, 56 yards. And one of the growing themes that I saw on how he was used, played outside, he played in some stack sets, even in the slot. But it was his work in the short to intermediate portions of the field and of the defense, his work against the zone, finding the void. Let's go ahead and start here. We're going to have him running a quick hitch against cover 3. So you see him here at the Z receiver, out wide. Got a quick, got pre-snap motion. And we're going to see cover 3, middle of the field close with the single high safety. But I appreciate the quickness and suddenness by the route of Xavier Hutchinson. You see the impact that it had on the defensive back, kind of putting him on skates, making him slip and fall, trying to click and close and break and trigger downhill. And then I'll be able to get a couple more yards, just a little bit after the catch. Nothing outstanding, nothing, explosive or game-breaking, but just showing the potential for him as a big possession-style YAC receiver. Again, lined up also as the Z receiver on the right side of the field, and we're going to be running a kind of an in-cut slant with, again, middle of the field close, cover 3. He's going to evade the strong, kind of, slip by the strong safety, work into the void, right? And I appreciate the anticipation by Davis Mills on this throw because the ball's already out of his hand. But before you want the pass, in my opinion, to be on the as you see on the midfield logo, Hall of. I want that ball to be closer to the in that situation. He throws it like kind of upfield, but I think if he threw him, and maybe not even the but somewhere on the frame, just on the fame of the middle of the field logo, putting it out there, just a little bit too far out. I felt like he put a little bit too much juice on it. He was a little amped, in my opinion, a little bit too much RPMs and velocity, but off the play action, and he just rips it, right? And it's just like, man, if he could have taken a little off of that to where Xavier Hutchinson could have caught the ball in the pass in stride, it's just him and the safety. He could have made a play there. Next up, we got him again, outside, but off the ball. And this is I love this opportunity they gave him just to showcase, not only can I win with my routes, with my tempo, with my feel for space and zones, but also jet motion, jet sweep. Get the ball in my hand, seal outside, and I can get you 6 to 7, maybe 8, 9 yards to make it a second and manageable, right? Just get the ball in my hands and allow me to be a natural playmaker for you. And I really appreciate what he's able to do on this play here. And then, like I said, again, you typically see this play for like the 4-3 type of athletes. But again, you see him he got out of the backfield to the edge fairly quickly. Now, line up as the X receiver outside, letting the referee know I'm on the line of scrimmage. Another zone look here. But this is where I think for me, IQ, run the slant, IQ, tempo, pacing, right? Identify this safety isn't a threat to my route. The route that I'm running. You got a tight end, I believe, up the seam. You got a backer dropping off. Read that now, settle in, and now get some yards after the catch, right? Don't rush the process and don't be in a hurry. And you see some guys, young guys, just be in a hurry to get to their spot. He gets to a spot, but he settles in and he's under control to catch the ball, now make a play. Also, the IQ and football IQ and awareness to read and understand that this guy's dropping back, that gives me the space underneath to not only catch the ball, but to then work around him, turn up field, and get some yards, get some yards after the catch. So I appreciate that with Xavier Hutchinson as well. And again, the main reason for this, man, guys, what are the Texans going to do with him? Because they have so many playmakers and weapons. Now, again, outside on the line here, and we're going to you got off coverage, about 6-7 yards of cushion from the looks of it, and understanding square in, quick in cut. Let's get to my spot, right? And it's open. Underneath, there's so much space. John Mechie up the seam. You got a backer on the opposite hash. You got a safety that is triggering down. And this is a situation where the ball to me is the ball placement is a little off because it's high. I don't want that pass high in that situation, because if being high and helmet or higher, where he has to reach up in the middle of the field, if the ball was to tip off his hands, there's a DB behind him that it probably goes right into the hands of. So you want to, and you see it with the footwork. Davis Mills, pressured feet are loud as a boombox in the 90s. Okay, like his feet are loud. It's not settled. It's not controlled, and he just kind of throws from an uneven and unstable and balanced base. And that's why the ball placement, because he was hot with the nickel blitz, or the blitz off the edge and everything. But still, if you could have got that ball lower, I want that pass between the 1 and the 9 on the jersey, and just allow him to just make a play against that safety that's triggering down. Now we got kind of a fire zone blitz. We have the nickel, who looks like he's in man coverage. He's going to be firing off the edge, and blitzing off. We got a linebacker that's going to blitz between the A and the B gaps, and the defensive end is going to drop off into that kind of hook, curl, flats type of zone drop. And again, what does Xavier Hutchinson do, and what does he bring to this situation? Finding the spots, running the route at his pace, reading, settling in, gear down, settle, catch the ball, make a play. It's not going to give you a lot, in terms of elusiveness, but you see the physicality, the play strength to be able to fight through those would-be tacklers and just keep the legs turning, right? Keep the legs going. And like I said, I love the fact that he settles in. Understand, not just settling in. You see that middle line, you see that backer in the middle of the field there, understanding, let me work past this guy into the void. Boom, that's what you do for your quarterback. Make yourself available, and that's how you gain the trust of quarterbacks, guys, especially as a young wide receiver. Again, I don't know what the plan is going to be for Xavier Hutchinson, but I know that whether it's the Texans or another team, this young man can play, and I was excited to see what he was able to do during the Hall of Fame game. Well, guys, that's the breakdown of Houston Texans' second-year wide receiver Xavier Hutchinson. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And you know what I said at the beginning of this video, man. I hope to earn your like, your comment, and your subscription, all right, to the channel here at the Scouting Room. I have so much more content coming for you guys. Of course, my boy Daniel Harms will be back. But next week, we're going to have some film sessions from preseason week 1. So stay tapped in with us here at the Scouting Room.